Thank you so much for doing my presentation about why Maushold is a competitive anomaly, and first let's talk about its traits. Maushold's stats are actively really bad. Horrible attack and horrible defense are too much for a solid speed stat to overcome, but what does help is its move pool. Population Bomb is Maushold's signature attacking move. It has a whopping 10 hits with 20 base power per hit. If you do the math, that adds up to a 200 base power stab move. Even off of Maushold's 75 attack, it's a menace. Stat boosting is also possible with Tidy Up to not only clear hazards but boost its attack and speed. Its damaging prowess gets even better with Technician boosting its 20 base power hits into 30 base power hits. This is basically Stab Explosion, but you get to stay alive after, and you're also really fast. For support, Maushold has Friend Guard, which reduces damage to allies by 25%, and Follow Me to redirect powerful attacks. Its Bulk holds it back a bit, but the mouse can be a giant pain. Singles Maushold is one of those Pokemon that will almost never be good when you use it, but you hate to see it on the opponent's team. It has a lot of counterplay, which we will talk about, but when Maushold gets into the right spot, it can rip defensive cores apart. For example, at +2 attack, Maushold can knock out Lolamola with ease. At +1, it can take down common physically bulky Pokemon Gliscor. Even without boost, it's still absurd. Versus Unaware Dondozo, one of the most difficult Pokemon for physical attackers to handle, it's more likely than not to pick up a 2-hit KO. It also gets a surprising amount of time to set up with Fast Encore. Anything slower that tries to use a non-damaging move gets exploited for free Tidy Up turns, which is very dangerous. Unfortunately, while you might be tempted to run something like a Life Orb or Focus Sash, Maushold basically has to use Wide Lens. This is because each of Population Bomb's hits has 90% accuracy akin to Triple Axle. While this can hurt a bit, it doesn't exactly struggle for damage, and the trade-off is more than worth it. While it fills a very offensive role in singles, things change in doubles. Population Bomb can be really strong, and it was run sometimes, but the real success came with Friend Guard. This ability, as I mentioned earlier, basically makes your allies bulkier. This is already enough to make it usable, but Follow Me Redirection is even better. This makes it one of the best Pokemon alongside Sweepers in the entire game. The big reason why setting up boosts is harder in doubles is that there are two opponents to deal with, but with several types of damage mitigation, everything changes. One of the things that makes it so threatening though is its huge variety of other moves. It's time for a lightning round. Super Fang has an opponent's health. Baby Doll Eyes is a priority move that drops attack. U-Turn gets some powerful teammates. Taunt stops opposing status moves completely. Feint Breaks protect. Helping Hand powers up an ally's attack. Thunder Wave gives it speed control for some reason, and finally, of course, Population Bomb gives it a lot of offensive pressure. It can even run many different items. All in all, a very good, versatile Pokemon. Despite the power it holds, Maushold is only C+ rank in Gen 9 OU. Even though Population Bomb is strong, it's a one-trick pony on offense. Low Kick and Bite can help a bit, but when it's not using a 300 base power nuclear bomb, it stops being super threatening. Because of this, Skarmory and Corviknight are almost complete counters. In addition, Rocky Helmet stops the shenanigans big time. Landorus Therian takes all of its moves with an Intimidate and knocks it out without even attacking. While super appealing to newer players, Maushold is difficult to use well. Currently, it's pretty good in RU. It would do even better in VGC. Its most famous role is with Annihilate on the Maushold core. Beat up into the partner Annihilate powered up Rage Fist to absurd levels and let it instantly win against some teams, but Maushold was more often used alongside other Pokemon as a top tier supportive option. Nasty Plot Goldengo, Dragon Dance Dragonite, and Quiver Dance Volcarona, among others, are great partners. Even regular offensive cores like Fluttermane, King Gambit, Iron Bundle, and Great Tusk teams benefited immensely from the extra time to use their powerful attacks. Maushold peaked in Regulation B, notably having several top 8 placements at the Oceania International Championships. Afterwards, it would fall off a bit, but retain a niche in setup-oriented teams, and of course with its old friend Annihilate. In conclusion, Maushold is an offensive beast in one format and often doesn't even run an attacking move in the other. Differences like this, while rare, are super cool and a sign of a well-designed Pokemon. Thank you so much for watching.